it's Carolyn and welcome back to my RV life. It is Saturday the 21st here at the cheaprvliving.com rubber tramp rendezvous, which is winding down. I had my second meet and greet Q&A today that I was hoping to do live, but I wasn't able to get the software figured out. And it ended up being really more of an informal discussion. And we had a really great discussion. It's been a wonderful day. It started out with that this morning and a group of wonderful friendlies here to talk about my video yesterday. Also some of the questions I get around how I deal with the negative comments and the haters and things on YouTube, as well as just random questions about living in an RV. And then after that I attended a women's meeting here, which was a group of about 50 fellow nomadic women, and that just really lifted me up. I really got a day of community, meeting people face to face, hearing stories, getting to shake hands, getting to have open, honest debate and discussion with people, and supporting one another is really what this is all about. And the encouragement and the love and the support and the stories that I heard today of how lives are changed by people sharing their stories to the public inspires me. So I want to thank you, everyone who continue to share your stories and let me know that I am making a difference, because some days I really need to hear that. So thank you all. I love you. Here I chose a couple of scenes from today's event so that those of you who couldn't be here could feel a little bit more like you were here, and to share with you some of the discussions that we had. And I hope to see you out here someday on the road. And I wish you all the very best in your travels. And until I see you next time, please be happy, be free, and be kind. I'll see you next time. I can do the Q&A. I know Wayne had some questions for me if you guys wanted to ask questions. And if you have websites or blogs that you want to promote, feel free to come over here and introduce yourself. The last time I did this, my sound was off, so I promise the sound is on, right, Bob?
The videos.
And I see you have over 1.9 million now.
1.9 million views.
Yeah, that's what I, 217 people arrested, I guess.
Thank you. I lost 150 subscribers yesterday.
And where?
So my follow-up book is going to be how to lose 150 subscribers in a day.
Fight is for Trump.
Okay, I don't have any data. What did you do yesterday?
I posted a political blog, vlog.
I watched it this morning. I thought it was great.
Thank you.
I had no problem with it whatsoever.
My, you know, some of the best comments I have gotten have been from Trump supporters, and you know, I mean, we can agree to disagree, and we can have adult discourse about it. I tried to not offend anyone,
right.
And I thought I had a bigger message, and I've gotten some really great comments from some Trump supporters. I mean,
I'm a huge Trump supporter, but I didn't take that from your video. You know what I took from your video? I took from your video that you know, you were tired of participating in something that wasn't helping you.
Thank you. Yeah.
And you decided to go and do what it was that was going to help you, which is basically the same thing I've done.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I enjoyed it.
That was the message I hope to get across, but people hear what they want to hear.
Having a theory on why you have so many haters?
Yeah, but I don't want to get into that because that also gives me hate.
It brings you more hate. Yeah.
So you and Bob and I have talked about this, and we have shared comments, and he agrees. The ones that I get are much more vicious, hate-filled, and angry.
Do you think that's because you're female?
I think it's because I'm a woman.
That's ridiculous.
I think it's because you're doing something that they wish they could do, but because they've made bad decisions.
He's doing the same thing.
Her, you know,
he's doing the exact same thing, and he does not get the hate.
Really?
He's never been threatened. He's never been stalked. He does not get called the C word, the B word. Shut up, you ugly bitch. Put some makeup on. Do your hair. Your skin is disgusting. You need to get laid. He does not get that.
No, I get a lot of people that disagree with me.
But he does not get the anger and the hate that I get from men and women.
That's horrific.
Yeah,
I mean, the language that people use to speak with me it's disgusting. Yeah. Do I think it's from being a woman? You know, I mean, as much as people want to say there's no sexism, there's no racism in this country, try living a day in a black person's shoes or a woman's shoes. It's a live business meeting with a male colleague presenting a proposal. By the way, you have really sexy legs. You want to tell me sexism isn't alive?
See, I'm very disheartened to hear that since I have a daughter.
It is very
As far as I'm concerned, she can do anything.
Yeah. And I'm strong. You see me. I mean, I'm strong. And it's, not like I go around, with cleavage and, want to write to me and say it's not about gender. It's very much about gender.
Yeah. If you were all made up, your hair all just
There are
perfect,
women doing that.
they're
That's
gonna
not
think,
me.
Well,
Well,
but
then
they're
you
going to
get the
think, well,
opposite.
geez, she's not really out there, so
Yeah.
you're not going to win either way.
You're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're real.
It's about you sharing your life. It's not about, it didn't start out to be ever about making money or subscribers. It was sharing what you had to share.
Exactly.
And it's kind of lost in the ugliness.
Yeah. So how would you guys feel since you're here? This is something I love engaging with you, all of you, with my audience. It's part of what I get stories that break my heart and touch me, and I look at most successful YouTubers and they have to stop answering comments, and this is why, because it's hard. We're human. I have feelings. As people who watch videos, what do you think of that, about YouTubers who stop answering comments? Is that a major downer for you?
Not for me. I leave comments. I've left comments for Bob. I've left comments for you, Adventure Van Man, Nomadic Fanatic. I've several people I follow, but I just figure, they're busy.
The hundreds that you get, how can you answer each out that you have the time? And like when you were out doing the washes, now you had to hike to get to that one where you were way down in the deep wash. So it takes time to make these.
That we taught our kids that when you get sucked into that, you're supposed to get married and have 2.1 children and buy a house and buy a car and buy and buy and buy. We bought into what the television says you need, and then somewhere along the way you kind of stop and go, wait, why did I teach my children that? And so this is kind of radical, but my kids, it's like, please don't lock me up, I don't have dementia, I'm leaving,
In my Greyhound bus in '78 that I lived in 5 years, I turned off my TV the spring of '79 and haven't had one since. It is so brainwashing.
You really need to do what makes you happy at the time, but you also need to look at yourself.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Carolyn's happy when I see what she's doing. It looks like you're
Well,
happy with
where would any of us be if we hadn't done that,
Be in another mansion, dating a young Hooters waitress, driving a Lambo. They got 2 jobs. The news has 2 jobs: to make you afraid of everything and make you buy stuff. That's it.
Good point.
Well, living in a van, I kind of wanted to get away from all of the, as much convention as possible, and trying to live out of a van. I always had a van because I love working out of them.
Come to her.
But I always had the idea, you could live in it if you had to. So now I'm living in one,
I don't think.
But I just kind of wanted to get away from the convention.
No, I don't care what anyone does as long as they're not breaking the law or infringing on anyone else. Why would I care?
Right. Why would you care?
Why should I care?
Exactly.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. If you don't like your neighbors, we get to move.
There you go.
But I think it's the perseverance, that you have. You were successful. You got divorced, you got some addiction, you overcame that, you decided you wanted this type of lifestyle, you got a used, challenging vehicle, and you persevered each time, and now you have the popularity of being on a YouTube channel. I think a lot of people are just the envy of you just being a successful woman again, not living the same corporate America lifestyle.
I think you're really hitting on one of the core issues that people have with Carolyn.
I think. That's just my opinion again.
She's done a lot with her life, and what she's doing is like you said, it is a challenging vehicle. She's had issues that took a week or two more than 2 weeks? 3
2
weeks?
weeks the first time, 9 days the second time.
Yeah. So, you're right. Challenging. Most people would have said, the hell with that, and gave up on it.
Until it expires someday. You've done this enough. What would you do? Which way would you go next? Bigger, smaller, different type of van? Have you thought about it?
Yeah, I've thought about it a lot. I don't know, honestly.
Oh, you really don't?
I'm torn. So when I bought Matilda, 29 foot, I sold everything I own. I have nothing in storage. I would need something bigger for all my stuff. And in fact, even when I sold everything, I had extra room. So, and I work a lot, so I wanted the space. So I really would love to go as a minimalist as a van. I don't know that that's practical for me. I really want to go small. I really want to go. I joke that I need a conversion tank to go to the places to go to the places I want to go. So I might go with, I don't know, either a high top van, but I'm really thinking probably a smaller Class C. You know, many of you know I'm a vegan. I love to cook. I love my oven. I love my stove and my refrigerator. I love my shower. I mean, I don't really use it that much, but I like having it when I do need it. And I like having a toilet. But I think I might just go with a smaller Class C, maybe a 19 or a 24.
I think one of those road treks would be nice. They look really. Everybody I've talked to that has them likes them.
Yeah. Although, I know some people love being in their vans. I like the Class C because I mean I literally work 10 to 12 hours a day now. So I spend a lot of time in there. I like having all the windows so that I can look out. I would feel like a cave if I worked in a van.
It's got to be nice to be able to stand up because I'm in a van that's the next size shorter than that one, and God, having to like either be on my knees or sitting down constantly.
Yeah.
I can feel it in my back right now.
Oh,
The wife and the trapping. So I saw Bob's video, the documentary, and it just changed my whole path. And so I bought my travel trailer because I kind of had three things for me that were non-negotiable. I wanted a bathroom, I wanted to be able to stand up, and I wanted a permanent bed. Not something I had to make into a bed.
Yes.
A bed that was always there.
Yes.
And so April will be a year, and I've realized now that that's about a space, and maybe I could go a little smaller, but I got to be able to stand up.
What are you in again?
So I'm in a 22-foot travel trailer that I pull behind my vehicle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, you know, but I wouldn't want to have to lay in my bed and pull up my jeans like a girl back in the 80s. That was
Oh my God.
yeah, because they were too tight and you had to get a clothes hanger.
Because back then they didn't make stretchy. They make them
stretchy.
stretchy now.
Extrovert, introvert thing. I don't know that I like those labels. And I'll tell you why. I'm a very social, outgoing guy. But I can go out in the woods or whatever in my thing and not be around anyone for 2 or 3 days, and I won't think anything about it. So I don't know that really makes me an extrovert necessarily.
You know the true definition of introvert and extrovert? I learned this a couple years ago and I didn't know it either.
Go ahead, yeah, obviously.
So the difference between an introvert and an extrovert is not in how outgoing you are, it's how you recharge. An introvert can be very outgoing, but then they need time alone to recharge.
Exactly.
An extrovert draws his or her energy from people. An introvert is drained by people. So an extrovert needs to be around people to get charged. An introvert needs to be away from people.
all
That's
these
very
years,
close
I
to
thought
a
I was the opposite.
narcissist.
Yeah, I did too until a couple of years ago, and my therapist was like, "No, you're an introvert," and I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm very outgoing. I do public speaking. Look at me." And she's like, "Yeah, but for every seminar you do all day, how many days do you spend on the couch watching TV?" I had to kind of learn to balance that.
I thought there was something wrong with me.
Yeah.
I thought, you know,
Me too.
I have some type of mental deficiency until I learned that I'm just an introvert.
Yep.
And I'm proud of it.
Yep. Me too. Yeah. Does that shed some light?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean,
Really
you could
does.
tell me on the other side of your RV is 1 million people, and I got to give a speech for 5 minutes on banana hammocks, and I can do it.
Yeah,
no problem.
But I don't know what. Sure, I can make some shit up.
But then, yeah. Oh no, yeah. How could you talk 5 minutes about banana hammocks? But yeah, then I need a couple days to kind of just
Yeah.
relax.
It's not that we can't be social and outgoing. We can be, and we enjoy it. You know, a lot of people think introvert, you're the crazy recluse in a cabin, Unabomber all by
Howard Hughes.
yourself. Yeah.
Well, I wish I could be like Carolyn. I wish I could be like Bob. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people that wish they could, but either don't have the courage to actually make the commitment and go out, and they're,
Or
that
fear.
envy
A lot
starts
of
to
fear.
build.
But they can. They could
I
do it.
understand.
And then I tell people all the time, if you watch any video of anyone doing what it is that we're doing, the one thing they always say when the person's interviewing them, what's the one thing you tell people about what you're
Wished
doing?
I started
Do it now.
sooner.
Get out there now. I wish I'd done it years ago.